can't tell by now, this vlog, we're learning to swim. Oh, you know what? I should have got some shower shoes. So I ended up doing a poll on my Instagram of what bathing suit I should wear for my first class. So this is what y'all picked, so that's what I wore. I just realized the bikini line ain't lined up, so I'll be right back. Bathing suits. I'm taking swim classes. What's so funny? Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna take my wig off.
What the fuck is what?
How do I do this? So because I was being a little nosy, I did a little digging, and according to the USA Swimming Foundation and the University of Memphis, 64 to 70% of Black people have little to no swimming abilities. But this study was done in 2017, so the numbers may be off, but honestly, it's not a far-fetched number. And we are high on the drown rate list, but we're not number one. Y'all know who number one is? American Indians and Native Alaskans. We need to learn how to swim. Y'all, first swimming lesson is over, and baby, I'm tired. I didn't record my first session because I didn't talk to them ahead of time about me recording my progress. Next week, I'll be able to bring my camera in. I've literally never this tired after doing anything extensive, but this was a tricky one, honey. I felt great in the water. I'm moving around, having fun. But when I tell you, when I got out, starvation set in and fatigue, and I really feel like I need to take a nap right now. Just take a look at these stats. I already stopped to get some food, and I feel like I can eat again. I am tired, okay? Burning calories. Good morning, y'all. I don't want to disrespect anybody or make anybody feel uncomfortable by trying to record my process, so I'm trying to get there early. Yeah, we done made it to the pool, but I'm trying to be sensitive to everybody, so I don't know how much footage I'm gonna be able to get while I'm up in here, but yeah. Just where I am. I'm not gonna put anybody in it. I mean, if you feel comfortable, I'll put the camera away. So although I did go back in the daytime to practice quite a bit, I quickly realized the daytime crowd was really not for me. And just as a disclaimer, I did ask everybody in the pool if it was okay for me to record, because I understand that people are in their swimwear and people are sensitive about that. And everybody agreed, even Miss Mamas that came up to talk to me. I don't know why she kept coming back to the camera though, if she didn't want to be in the video. But anyway, I was practicing my floating here because that's what we were doing in class, and it was hard. I am not buoyant. I am fairly muscular. So it's so many body mechanics that go along with floating in the water, with propping your hips up and just holding your arms back. So once I got tired of that, I started to practice my free form kicking, and honey, I felt like I was gonna die because I could not breathe. They didn't teach us the breathing techniques at this point. I was just kicking my whole little life away, but I was getting it. Day one practice, fairly successful. Like, let's do a hair check, because literally I could feel bubbles coming up under here. It's not like soap or wet, but it's definitely damp. The one thing that scares me more than drowning is the chlorine getting in my hair and pulling my hair out. It's past due for my wash day anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wash my hair. So according to some statistics, 6 out of 10 men say that they can swim. I don't think that was confirmed because men just be saying anything. But it also said that only 1 in 3 women swim. So of course I had to look into that a little bit further. And some of the top reasons for women not wanting to swim outside of fear and anxiety was our hair. Of course, because the chlorine does so much damage to the hair. It can strip your hair of its natural oils, cause split ends, which causes breakage. It can make your hair change colors. If you color your hair, it could literally turn green. And who want to be walking around looking like the Grinch after you spend so much time and effort and money, cha-ching, on perfecting your tresses? Oh my God, y'all. This is why you don't open up Instagram while you just randomly doing stuff. You look good though. Okay, Shanti. I'm gonna attempt to swim with my wig on today because I really don't want to have to come home and redo this whole wig when I got errands to run later. All right, so I put 2 caps on. Hopefully I don't pass out from it being so tight. I literally take my hat off, or should I say swim cap, off to those who swim on a regular basis because, honey, the amount of endurance you have to survive this pool is crazy. I literally would take off swimming or whatever I'm doing here and always stop at the same exact spot, and it's even worse coming back. But I was determined to show up to class being a little bit better than the last time that I was there. And for the swim cap method, did it work? Obviously not. My head was soaking wet, but my actual hair underneath didn't get wet because of the wig. Keep it up, not kick so hard.
Yeah, nice and light. Yeah. Completely on the side. You feel comfortable breathing, and then we can turn that into swim game.
I don't know how to do it.
Okay. So you feel like you get water in your nose or in your mouth, or is it just like?
This is something I haven't practiced.
Oh.
I can't speak for anybody else when I say this, but I do not let my ego get in the way when it comes to learning something new. I am going to sit and I'm going to listen. I'm going to take instruction the best that I possibly can because I want to learn how to do this. This was really fun though because it is a group class. So I was able to build community and meet people who were on the same level as me and build some confidence in my swimming journey. And just like that, your girl was floating. Period. When I tell y'all swimming is so high maintenance, I was not expecting this. I thought it was going to be very low maintenance, very low key, very just like wham bam, thank you ma'am. I ain't got to really do nothing to myself, but no, this is so high maintenance. So these are all the things I would take with me on a average day of going to the pool. Now, granted, I did take a little extra, but that's because I'm a little extra. And it's because I would go to the gym right after getting out of the pool. Morning, guys. It's 4:40 in the morning. I'm already dressed. I'm gonna try to be a part of this 5 a.m. club by any means necessary. Ooh, I do not miss those 5 a.m. swims, honey. The water was so cold in the morning. But as you can see, my kicking got a lot better at this point. I was still working on endurance. But why did anybody tell me I look like Megamind with this huge swim cap on my head? It did its job at keeping my head dry, but oh my God, my head was so heavy.
People were like, oh, I'm so scared. Like, what do you recommend? How long did it take you? And I think the biggest shocker to everyone is that it really does take time to learn how to swim.
It do.
It's not like you just go into the gym, learn how to do RDLs, or it's different. It's like you actually have to get acclimated to the water. And I feel like that was my biggest challenge.
Yeah.
But once I got more comfortable in the water, it became easier. Honestly, it took me like a good 5 to 6 months to feel like, okay, I'm comfortable.
But I'm like, I cannot get this breathing thing down. Like, it has just been the most challenging part of trying to learn. Because I was just like, okay, I've got this. I'm about to be doing laps back and forth.
Yeah, no ma'am, it takes time.
I was humble.
Use like whenever you take a bath, just like put your face in the water and practice turning. Because you know you're in your tub. You know you're not going to die. So
I guess. No.
So I do that. I was doing that, and that also helped me a lot with the breathing part.
Okay. Y'all see this black girl magic going on? Black girls in the water. We learned how to swim.
Come join us.
Child, every time I step foot into this cold water in the pool, I always rethink my life decisions. But once I get to moving around, it doesn't feel bad at all. I was actually able to start coordinating my kicks and my arm strokes, and we started to learn how to backstroke. Now, backstroking was a little bit difficult because every time I would pull my arm out of the water, I would splash all of that chlorinated water all in my sinuses, all in my nose. So it was pretty difficult. But then she gave me this board to learn how to go backwards with. It helped me stay up, and it helped me coordinate where I should put my arm when I'm bringing it up out of the water. And actually, backstroke is my favorite now. Okay, y'all, time to check in. So up until this point, I've been able to learn quite a few things. I've been able to learn how to swim on my side. I have also been able to learn how to backstroke successfully. I can actually do a few laps like this. which I am so happy about. I can float with ease with absolutely no problem. And get this, I've also been able to dive. Now, it's a sitting dive, but it's a dive. Okay, we still gonna count it. But even though I've been able to do all of that, there is one thing that I have still not been able to accomplish. So the one thing that I'm still having difficulty with is honestly the breathing. The breathing has just not come naturally to me. I cannot pull my head out the water. It just feels so heavy. And it was even worse when I had my braids in. It felt like I had a little head sitting on top of my head. So I went on YouTube University, did some intentional scrolling, and I was able to spot out exactly what it is that I'm doing wrong. I decided to try this technique at the pool, and this is what happened. So basically, I wasn't giving myself enough time and space to allow my head to come out of the water. So I started with baby steps. And then in small increments, I started to put it all together and swim. And as you can see, boom, I pulled my head up out of the water. Now, at this point, I was feeling great. I was feeling good. I was feeling accomplished until this happened. I have no idea how I tore the swim cap. It kept my hair dry, but I had to end my swim session. I wasn't able to breathe more. Okay, y'all, let's have a little talk. Now, as much as I want to say that I am perfect, I'm giving Michael Phelps, I'm giving Olympic swimmer at this point in time, I can't quite say that. I can't say it honestly. But like all good and bad things in life, this got to come to an end. I just got to show y'all where I'm at and keep it a buck, keep it a bean, keep it a 100. The goal for me basically right now is to swim at least one lap across the pool without stopping and breathing the way that I'm supposed to breathe. Now, if said goal don't say what it's supposed to say, I do have a contingency plan, okay? We gonna get this done. So, let's go to this pool and make it happen. Pray for me. So, as much as I want to tell y'all the glory story of how the spirit of Michael Phelps and the Little Mermaid came together and gave me this unified power to push through this full lap on my first try, yeah, that didn't happen. So, let me tell y'all what actually happened. So, I went across a few times doing my freestyle, and as you can see, my breathing got the best of me every time. So, with that being said, time to bust out the contingency plan. And by contingency plan, I mean the scuba gear that I've never used before. So as I got ready, quite a few things happened. First, a whole bunch of men started gathering at the end of the pool. I don't know why. And then my swim cap just kept slipping off of my head. It just would not stay on when I stay still, which kept moving the scuba gear around. Oh my God, I was going through it. And then as I was settled, my earring popped out of my ear. So I had to go scuba diving to find my earring. And then on top of all of that pressure, of course, the scuba gear came with its own learning curve. So I kept stopping and stopping and stopping. I was actually stopping more using the scuba gear than I was swimming, breathing on my own. So even though I was tired, a little bit frustrated, and crunched for time, I chose not to give up. And I think God started to feel bad for me because I started to get it. And yes, I was able to do my entire lap. And some more, and some more, and some more, girl. You already know, period.